that I like a lot is the technical pen. So there's a lot of variations in the line, but what I really want to show you the most is how to animate. So you're going to go to the wrench tool, you're going to click on Animation Assist, and you're going to draw a circle. Okay, so just draw a circle in the bottom corner. Then you're going to take 3 fingers and you're going to slide them down, and that is the shortcut key. So you're going to press copy paste, and then you're going to move that shape slightly up, 3 fingers down again, press paste, and just keep doing that so that you can move this shape. Okay, so 3 fingers down, paste, and we want to get this ball all the way to the other side. And this is a really quick and easy way to do that. So you want to make sure that that shape is placed in a way that it looks like it's going to move smoothly, and then keep on pasting. We're not really playing with the layers right now. We're just trying to get this to move slightly to the corner. And this is a really nice shortcut. It makes animation go a lot faster. So this is very basic. Once you get this, though, you can really start to really work with a lot of different really cool things. And then we're also going to talk about the speed of this. So if these shapes are closer together, it's going to go slower. And if they're further apart, it's going to go faster. But we're really just trying to get this to move in a short amount of time. Don't you wish you had learned this earlier? It would have made things a lot more fun. But yeah, so it's really cool to just sort of have these shortcuts and to see how this all is going to work. All right, so we've got that in there. We're gonna press the arrow key again, and then we're gonna go to settings. And the settings is either gonna slow this up or it's going to speed it down. So we wanna just press play and keep it on the loop. Okay, so pressing play. All right, so if we want to slow this down, we're gonna press pause and we're gonna go back to settings, and we're gonna lower the frames per second. So I'm gonna show you what 5 frames per second is gonna look like. Okay, a lot slower. And then we can make that even slower. So let's go back and we're gonna go, let's say 2 frames per second. A lot slower. Okay, let's say we want to really speed it up. So now we're gonna go, let's go 26 frames per second. Okay, so that's like a dance party. All right, so that's one thing about this, but you really want to also look at the layers. So let's just say you want to play with the background color right now. Let's try to get the background color a different color. So we could really play, I like green, so I'm gonna go a little bit of green, and then that will change the whole effect. And let's say you want to go back into the frames and you want to make this a face. Okay, so we can start drawing the face in there on every single layer. So I'm going back into the layers, and let's say you want to sort of move the expressions around. So you can do that on every single layer. And it's fun. It's like relaxing after a while, just to see the changes on the character. And I know you've got a lot of characters, so just try to keep this simple at first, and then you can get like really fancy with this later. But just try to get the face going all the way to the other side of the canvas, we'll call the canvas. And it saved us a lot of time, you know, to not have to draw every circle. just going quickly here at the end, and then we are back to the beginning. All right, so let's see this now. Okay, so we definitely want to slow this down. This is definitely going very quickly. And we'll try 4. And now if you want to add a little more detail, so let's just say you want clouds, you can go into spray paint and you can go into something like that and maybe pick like a light blue and then change the brush size a little bit so you can really play with that also. So this is going to be part of the background layer, and then you can add a little bit of shading in there. And then I like to go back to the inking brush all the time. That's kind of my go-to brush. And maybe add a little bit of outline for the cloud. So yeah, I mean, when I first learned this, it was like hours and hours. I was like, this is the best program ever. Because you can really get this done pretty quickly after a while, which is really nice. So I'm kind of tempted to give this guy some arms. So let's just see, just basic 3-finger arms. So the thing is, you're gonna have to do this on every single layer. And animating to music is also pretty fun. If you end up doing this for a long period of time, you probably want to put on some music. All right, so let's just look at this now. Oh, it looks like the clouds were only on one layer. So if I wanted to make sure the clouds were there where I wanted them to be, I would have drawn them on the background layer, which is what I thought that I did. So let's go back to the background layer and see if we can get that, make sure we're on that layer. Let's see if that works out. Go back to the airbrush. And I'm gonna do the soft, oh, I'm on the pen. It's interesting, it's not letting me do the airbrush. All right, not sure why. So I have some work to do in figuring this out. But basically, you want to just use that copy paste, and I wonder if we could do that here. So let's go into the let's see, copy. Okay, so now it's copying the entire layer. Okay, so it's going to duplicate that layer. right, let's see what happens now if we play that. All right. Well, I hope you learned something. I'm going to keep working on it. So as I learn stuff, I will let you know.